Hey, Dental Nachos crew, it's Paul, Dr. Nacho. I have a question for you. What do I love almost as much as I love nachos? And that is not making myself annoyed as a dentist. So I am thrilled to have collaboration between our key resources and sponsors who I love. Henry Schein Dental is partnering with Zyris to distribute the Isolite, an exclusive North American deal. I have my friend and key resource and sponsor, Mike Wong, on here. Mike, welcome to Talking Nachos. Tell us a little bit about this distribution of my BFF, not a joke, the Isolite.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you having me on today. Yeah, so we're excited. Earlier this month, we announced that we have a exclusive relationship with Henry Schein to distribute the Isolite 3, the Isodry, the Isovac 2, and all of our mouthpieces to dentists in North America. And we're really excited about it.
And like iterations of cell phones, I think I have like every version for the past 10 years. I will want to thank my brother, Jeff Nacho. He loves that name because he was really the one when he came into the practice who got us going with the Isolite. So over this pandemic time, there's been a lot of attention on, suction, decreasing aerosols. What have you guys seen, Isolite? I've seen you guys put out some really good content on this. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, with the coronavirus and COVID-19 hitting, dentists now more than ever are continuing to look for new ways to reopen their practice and to get working fully again, right? And combating and dealing with all the bacteria and pathogens that are in aerosols are a key part of that plan to get back to work and get fully back to work. And the Isolite, Isodry, Isovac, all those systems connect directly to your chair through the HVE. And the HVE studies have shown can help reduce aerosols up to 90%. And so it has been a critical component for practices to get back up and running again. And so we've been really happy to be part of that.
I think that's awesome. And I'm glad that this has, brought attention to this, but I've been using the Isolite for years. I've given a lot of courses on why I use the Isolite. Tell dentists to get up, look in the mirror and say, you are worth the Isolite. You're worth it because it helps you work faster. If you drop something, I work with a lot of implants. It stops the patient from swallowing it. Gets the patient to calm down. My own wife, Mrs. Nacho, I used that on her now, like when we met 10 years ago, and she said, I like that thing. I was always afraid the dentist was going to cut my tongue. So many great ways to do the thing that I stand for, Mike, making dentists happier by removing annoyance, working faster, getting the patient to be calm, helping out your assistant. And now partnering with Henry Schein Dental, what can customers out there, whether you're a Henry Schein customer now, or you're looking to find the Isolite and bring it to your practice, how can they contact Schein to order that through their reps?
Yeah, well, I think the easiest way is for them to, contact their rep through their normal methods they go through, right? If they want to learn more about the system in general, they can go to henryscheindental.com/isolite.
Awesome.
And there's a whole page of resources that the Henry Schein team has put together to help people who, I'm surprised if a Dental Nacho member hasn't heard of the Isolite before. But if they haven't, right, because they've been too busy, then that's a great resource for them to go to and learn all about it.
And I mentioned the Isolite almost as much as I mentioned this other thing, Gary V. I want to thank you for helping me get on Tea with Gary V. That was a real honor for me. So I appreciate you guys connecting me with Gary V for that.
Happy to do it.
It's really awesome. So now, I've heard in the beginning of this pandemic, some of the Isolites were on back order. Have you guys caught up? Like if a dentist is sitting there now thinking, I'd like to find out about this, can they order the Isolite now through Schein? Are you guys caught up with that?
We are, like you said, we were just like a lot of people caught off guard by some of the demand of our product. It just was through the roof. We were on back order for up to 7 weeks for a while there. But we've all caught up now. And so, whether you order from Henry Schein or direct, go to henryscheindental.com/isolite, you can get the systems and they'll ship right away. So we're all caught up now.
The Isolite for dentists and dentistmen, also the Peloton, that was on back order. A lot of people ordering the Peloton. I know that's back on normal order, and we own one of those in our house with Mrs. Nacho and the crew. Another thing I wanted to bring up, Mike, was when you buy an Isolite, I know my dentist people, they're my people. I like them, dentist people. They could be, what's this word? Cheap, very cheap. Okay. They don't want to mess up a mouth prop. It's $3. Okay. What can you send them to help them size the mouth props if they buy an Isolite? And so they have to get their team to pick the right size so they're not wasting it.
Yeah. So, that's a great question. We've heard that feedback before. And so when people buy their system for the first time from Henry Schein will send them what we call a customer success kit. And in that customer success kit are 10 mouthpieces of different sizes. And it will help you learn how to place the mouthpiece, learn how to size it, and how to attach it so that you don't feel like you're wasting, just this consumable, disposable mouthpiece that you would normally get, purchased separately. So you get 10 mouthpieces. You get these little sizing cards to kind of show you different techniques to how to size the mouthpiece, even without holding one with your patient. And then also you get some resources, some links to videos to watch to how to do it as well.
Awesome, great. If you're watching this video now, 2 days from now, 2 months from now, you can email any questions to dentalmerchandise@henryschein.com as well. And so when I was lecturing in person, when that was legal, Mike, hopefully it'll be legal again, I would go around the room and I'd say, what was one thing you learned from this lecture on implants? People say, I want to use a seating jig disc. And a lot of dentists would say, I want to try that Isolite. And a lot of older dentists would say this because 30, 40 years of worrying of dropping stuff and patients staying open. So I want to say that even if you're a seasoned age dentist, it's something that you can incorporate in to work faster, make yourself less stressed out. And it's just something that I couldn't imagine working without. Our team couldn't imagine working without. And it's just a great way during a pandemic. I don't know if you've been in a dental office during a pandemic, Mike, but it's very stressful, okay? We're now taking temperatures outside, like a temperature check bouncer. We're asking people surveys about their travel. People are going out different doors. So anything you can do to work faster, decrease your stress, decrease your team stress. And one added thing is, I need a lot of TLC and attention. I need an assistant for my assistant to do this. But some dentists say, can I get rid of my assistant with the Isolite? I don't think that that's the case. But what you can do is if you're short-staffed and you put in the Isolite, maybe you can give your assistant a break for 15 minutes to go set up another room. So I just think it's specifically at this time where we're not bringing back as many team members for a variety of reasons, the way to increase efficiency. Have some of your customers said that?
Yeah, just to tag on to that, we've had so many people purchase the Isolite because they're trying to reduce aerosols right now in this COVID world, right? And I just talked to like 15 of them and I asked them, why'd you buy this? I'm really curious. You didn't get a demo, you didn't call us, you just bought it, right? And they said, to a person, they all bought it to reduce aerosols and it's been helpful for that. But then they said, what we've also discovered now is that when my assistant needs to leave the room because he or she has to do the temperature check and do all these new protocols, they don't have to stop the procedure. They can keep going. And if the assistant, if they haven't got them all back, like you just said, they can keep working, right? And so the Isolite was never intended to replace an assistant, right? We think it's like an assistant for an assistant so that he or she can do their jobs better. They don't have to be relegated to just the suction and the retraction. They can now be really, really helpful because that's what they're trained to do. We're also finding that dentists are telling us that they bought it for the aerosol reduction, but now they're seeing all these other benefits like you've been talking about forever, right? I can finish faster. I have less stress because I have the throat obturated. I don't have to worry if I drop a screw or if that crown pops off crazy. I'm trying to do a restoration, right? Any of that stuff happens, right? You don't have to worry about it. And so, and I've even heard kind of like maybe your wife's saying like how it makes them as a patient more relaxed. They're telling me that patients are falling asleep because they're so comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. You can't replace the assistant. Like, who's going to pretend to laugh at my dumb dental jokes I tell over and over again? The Isolite can't do that, but everything else, it's a stress reducer. It's a production enhancer. Don't look at it as a small expense. Look at it as a way to work faster, be more efficient, decrease your stress. I will say, I've been talking about the Isolite for over a decade now, and I rarely hear any dentist who uses it who wants to stop using it. They just want to use it more and kind of say, I should have started using this sooner. So I'm so glad you guys have collaborated as sponsors. We're happy to have Henry Schein Dental as a key resource and sponsor. I think it's great now that people can talk to their Schein reps, whether that's on the phone, through FaceTime, or when they come back in the office, because they have a familiarity with that. So I appreciate you being on Talking Nachos. Mike, any messages for the Dental Nacho community before we pop off here?
We're just really appreciative of everything you guys do for us, right? And everything that you guys are doing to help the dental community, and not only you and helping the dentists, but we're really appreciative of the dentists and helping the patients. And you guys are in the front line. You've gone back to work to make sure that everybody who can have access to it gets good oral health care, right? And we're super appreciative of that because that's really near and dear to our hearts. So thank you so much.
Oh, I appreciate that, Mike. I mean, my goal is to make dentists and humans and patients and companies happier by crying a little less inside each day. This pandemic has caused a lot of situations that are out of our control. So something we can control, working faster, seeing more patients, giving your team a break. If you would like to reach out to us to learn about the Isolite or Henry Schein, you can do so through salsa at dentalnachos.com, or just you can text the Isolite to 215-543-6454. If you text Isolite to 215-543-6454, one of the members of our Nacho team will put you in touch with someone. Thanks so much, Mike.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul.